Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You people in the back know how to say good morning? Okay. Well, so you get an extra 30 minutes and some of you can show up on time. Some of you can show up on time. You get demerits when you're late. Bow with me. Gracious Heavenly Father, for another day in your kingdom, we are eternally grateful. Thanks for the blessings. Thanks for all you do for us individually and corporately. Let us do things that please you. Give us that knowledge and wisdom to do things that please you. Let us remember that we work for the people of the state of Georgia, and that we should do everything in our power to ensure that what we do here in this room reflects good upon them as well as us. Keep your hand on us. Lead, guide, and direct us. Be with those who are down and hurting. Lift them up. Keep your hand on them. In the name of the Prince of Love. Amen. Okay. Mr. England.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Coming to ask for a little bill today, House Bill 683, otherwise known as the amended budget. Many of your committee members have been here since 7 this morning, working through with us to bring forward this particular budget, and I commend it to you. It's the first time I've seen Chairman Powell in the building, but I know that he's been here. But anyway, be glad to answer any questions anybody might have. Otherwise, I know there are folks here that really want some bills on the calendar, and I'll get out of the way.
Any questions? I guess all y'all sit on enough committees that you're knowledgeable enough and can share that with us if we were to have a question of you on your particular committee. Thank you, Terry.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Donahue.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen of rules, I bring before you House Bill 671. It's a special license plate for the Georgia Beekeeper Association. And hopefully you'll enjoy the honey on your desk this morning. I've had calls from all over the state of Georgia, and I would appreciate just a consideration.
Any questions? Bye.
Thank you.
Wait a second.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Fleming.
Mr. Chairman, I had a chance to go over to my desk on the floor before I came over here, and I found a depiction of the license plate. That's it, right?
Yes, sir.
This little insect right here
Is nowhere near a yellow jacket. We inspected that and made sure we looked through.
Because one is productive and one is pestilence, and I just want to make sure that
Thank you, sir.
Have you got that out of the way, Mr. Fleming? Mr. Battles.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee. I'm back asking once again for House Bill 398 under modified structure, which is the peace officer's annuity, and adding one peace officer that is that works for the Dental Association.
Any questions? Thank you. Mr. Watson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. Bringing to you today HB 571, top of your page, an open rule. This is dealing with the Magistrate's Retirement Fund. Just making a few changes there. It's a revenue neutral bill, and just getting it up to date with the rest of our retirement funds. I appreciate your support.
Mr. Martin.
Yes, sir. The gentleman take a question. On the back page of the bill, the third section, line 70, draw the gentleman's attention. We're actually changing there to allow a retired member that becomes employed. You're striking full or part-time magistrate and having only that apply to the chief magistrate. What particular reason are we making that change? That seems to be a bit unrelated to the survivors' benefits and so forth you're doing earlier in the bill.
I think we've got some situations across the state where the magistrate may need to work part-time and maybe a rural part of the state where there's not a full-time, just to fill in until they can find a full-time. And currently, if they do that, they are removed from the fund or they become ineligible for their retirement benefits. So we're allowing them, if they need to do some part-time work, that they still qualify and it doesn't kick them out of their benefits.
A follow-up, Mr. Chairman. I think this section, it just says that while they're working as a full or part-time, the way it used to read is if they were working as a full or part-time magistrate or chief magistrate, their retirement benefits were suspended while they were working. We're changing that to only suspend the retirement benefits if someone's a chief magistrate. So it's the gentleman's intent to allow, and there may be a need for this in portions of the state. I'm just asking that someone would be able to be on, continue to get their retirement benefits and still work as a magistrate, full or part-time?
Yes.
No more questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Hilton.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I'm here to serve you an ace of a bill that you're going to love. Tennis is one of the most popular sports in Metro Atlanta, if not all of.
You just blew it.
I did.
You know.
This is a specialty license plate feature for the Georgia Tennis Foundation. I appreciate your favorable consideration.
No questions. Thank you. Mr. Powell, would you like to do yours again, the resolution?
Yes, sir. I'd like again to ask for HR 158, which is the only one under structured rule, and that's the constitutional amendment that will allow the legislature to statutorily dedicate certain fees for particular purposes.
Any questions? That bill will be, that resolution will be coming. There's a lot of discussion going on about it now, but that will be coming shortly. Okay. Okay. So we got to set the agenda for Thursday. Okay. Under modify, this is the calendar for tomorrow. Under modified structure rule, HB 671. Do I hear a motion? We have a motion and a couple of Z's up here. All those in favor signify by aye. That's it.